While executing his mission, the assassin's scope view was suddenly blocked by a beautiful woman. As a highly trained professional, he immediately shifted his crosshairs back to the target. However, the woman's captivating figure made him steal another glance. Realizing he'd lost focus, he gripped the sniper rifle firmly, channeling all his concentration for the kill shot. When the wealthy target reappeared in his sights, Carl decisively pulled the trigger. But at that critical moment, the woman suddenly moved, taking the bullet meant for the target. Carl immediately chambered another round for a follow-up shot, but the bodyguards had already spotted his position and swiftly drew the curtains. Knowing he'd only get one clean shot, Carl decisively packed his weapon, collected the shell casing, and made a rapid exit. By the time police arrived at the scene, he was already speeding away through the alleyways on his motorcycle. During his escape, Carl ditched the firearms and ammunition. He then entered a convenience store where he removed his jacket in the restroom and washed himself down, spraying heavy cologne to mask any lingering scents. After taking care of everything, he hailed a taxi to the airport. At airport security, Carl noticed a police dog fixating on him. Despite having cleaned off any telltale odors, he remained concerned about detection and decisively abandoned that flight. He returned to the restroom, meticulously wiping down all exposed skin and even cleaning the sink he'd touched, before purchasing a ticket for a different flight. Just as he was about to board, his employer called, demanding an explanation for the mission's failure. Carl knew perfectly well that a failed mission meant elimination. He was now a marked man. After hanging up, he immediately removed the SIM card and crushed the phone to prevent tracking. Even after boarding, Carl remained hypervigilant. He noticed a man in sunglasses who seemed to be watching him. Upon landing, Carl used an alternate identity to book a connecting flight. Coincidentally, the man in sunglasses booked the same connection, and they even crossed paths in the same departure lounge. Convinced he was being tailed, Carl immediately rescheduled his ticket for the next morning and checked into an airport hotel. For security, he balanced a glass on the door handle with a plate beneath it as an improvised alarm. Any attempt to open the door would send the glass crashing onto the plate. He also pocketed the dinner knife and positioned himself in a chair facing the door, maintaining his vigil. Fortunately, the night passed without incident, and the man in sunglasses never reappeared. Carl finally boarded his flight home. His car was waiting outside the airport, but even on the drive home, he remained alert, constantly changing routes and avoiding prolonged parallel driving with any vehicle. After a full day of evasive driving, Carl finally reached his front door. But just then, he noticed two unfamiliar footprints on the ground.